toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Newman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Great catch along the sideline, but the object is to go forward. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Zings it complete to the right. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, I I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Broncos line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The give to the left. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air on 2nd down. got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Ooh, that's a great tackle by the linebacker. If he doesn't make that play on the running back catching the ball on the flat, that might be a big gainer. Nice job with fundamental tackling defensively.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. Makes it past the marker. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. Now on the move. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work, and what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. on first down. Under fire. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The give to the lone running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
The run from the shotgun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Corner's going to give them room. Makes the grab.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. Five. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Good awareness by the offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And now on second down for this offense. power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tulane! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The give to the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead, but you're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Offense in a split backfield. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Now the toss. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
To the air on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give on the option. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Green Wave! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Second down, he'll throw it. that total goes to 16.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. With the run on first and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Okay, break.